Dylan Johnston is a well-known gangster that associates with the likes of notorious gangland enforcer Jonathan Gordon, Jake and Jamie Glenholmes as part of North Liverpool's Deli mob. As an associate of the Deli mob, it was alleged that Dylan Johnston was active in areas like Kirkdale, Everton and Walton. Even as a teenager, Dylan was a problem to police. He had been given an ASBO at just 15 years old and banned from entering areas like Parklands. It was also said that Dylan had taken out windows to people's homes. As he got older, Dylan then upgraded his crime to that of dealing and becoming an enforcer for hire for crime bosses, in which he was involved in a SID incident, along with Jonathan Gordon, where people were left permanently blind. Now this is how sadistic Dylan Johnston was. There were times where he just randomly attacked people for laughs and giggles. On May 29, 2019, Dylan Johnston and 26-year-old Nathan Elliot were said to be travelling in a Range Rover when they happened to drive past a man on a scooter as they moved along Prince's Road. Because the Deli gang members were known for their extreme bite, it was no surprise that instead of going round the victim, Dylan and Jonathan decided to clamp down on the acceleration pedal before braking to a stop and then getting out of the vehicle on Ellesmere Port. The gangsters pulled out a fence post and then bombarded their 25-year-old victim. The man was ambushed. He was not a rival. He was just a civilian going about his business. But still, Nathan and Dylan had struck the victim with hands and feet, bags and the fence post. The man crumbled to the ground, curled up in a fetal position, knees tucked up to his chest, head bowed and arms wrapped around his body, doing everything he could to express that he did not want any trouble. Still, Dylan Johnston and Nathan Elliot continued to strike the man with the fence post, connecting with his head over and over and over and over again. This was in front of people. Even when the victim was too tired to defend himself, the gangsters continued to strike. Now, when there was a momentary pause, it was said that the victim quickly managed to get to his feet before making a dazed run. Nathan and Dylan then fled the scene in their Range Rover. Now, the incident was reported to police by shocked witnesses, and police made every effort to locate the victim. After all, he was leaking red and in a bad way, which they did. The man was then taken to hospital via ambulance. After checking nearby CCTV, Dylan and Nathan were captured, pulling the fence panel from the ground and using it to strike the man for no reason at all. The duo were then arrested and charged with ABH. Both men pled guilty to the crime and they were jailed on the same day to 18 months in jail. As for the victim, he suffered a fractured jaw and a dislocated shoulder, as well as lumps and bumps and bruises. But of course, Dylan Johnston would go on to commit worse crimes. Stay safe.